Hi, everyone. I just want to say thank you for being part of my listening tour, either with me at one of my stops or tuning in every weekday morning for the last month. I really appreciate you taking the time to learn a little bit more about me and hearing some of what the folks in my actual network had to say. Under my servant leadership style, I believe that it's important to listen to those that I serve or could potentially serve to understand what it is that they want. That's why I spent the last month asking various questions to my actual network around the world. And as promised, I said that I would summarize the themes that I heard, and the themes would be, then would be the strategic initiatives that I would help drive if I were given the opportunity to represent you on the SOA. So, without further ado, here are some of the things that I've heard, and they're categorized in 6 different buckets. The first one is exams. I did hear that, just because sometimes the exams are so big, like they cover such a lot of material, and breaking them down into smaller chunks may be a way for some folks to, take on these exams. And if they weren't successful in passing an exam, and looking at their questions and how they did, perhaps they fared well in some certain parts but not other topics. So breaking these down into smaller chunks could provide a pathway to their credentialing a little bit quicker, and also having local material on the exam so that they can prepare the candidate for wherever they're practicing. Number two, for preparing candidates, I heard one of the things that is very important is to always stay curious, ask those questions. Don't ever just go on and not know why, but stay curious. Staying ahead of technology, with technology being something that is going to be a part of our life and into the future. Many times technology is feared to replace the actual work, but I think a better way to think about this is really that it's helping us to do our job better, and it frees us up to allow us to do more other strategic work. And then there's also gaps in providing professional development opportunities for some niche markets, such as in chief actuary roles or independent actuarial roles. I think that having providing more educational system and opportunities in these niche markets is an opportunity for the SOA to tap into. Number three, member engagement, partnering with local organizations. A lot of the local actuarial clubs have this outreach to their members in their community. So SOA could tap into that by partnering with them. Also partnering with university programs that offer actuarial science. I think that's a way to kind of reach and tap into the candidates and future members on an earlier basis, and providing better infrastructure to match those with interest in volunteering. So what it is that they're interested in, or maybe matching them based on the amount of time that they can give, because some volunteer opportunities are much more, require a lot more time than others. Number four, international aspect, in this regards to partner and work with organizations that are there in the jurisdiction, and really having the mentality to work together with them, that we're in it together, and that everybody is trying to achieve the same goal, and focusing more on the local content when we are having events abroad or having a conference abroad, to make sure that the material in those events and conferences are tailored for the folks in the local jurisdiction. Number five, diversity. I heard that representation is very, very important. I firmly believe that. So if we don't have the representation within the profession, to really start the outreach on a younger basis. And then lastly, but not least, is the new frontier of insurtech. One thing I heard was that failure is okay. And sometimes we take that as a learning opportunity and a springboard to reach our next step, which could be success a lot quicker. So on that theme, don't be afraid to take on new things, right? That as actuaries, through our exam process and the rotation programs that we might be a part of, that's provided us a very broad skill set going through that. So, leveraging that and broadening out and making sure that we understand that there's a lot of opportunities that we could pursue based on this broad skill set, and just pursue it because, failure is okay and is part of the process, as we might all know from our actual exam journey. So those were kind of the themes that I heard in 6 different categories that I summarized it in. Like I said, if given the chance, I will work very hard to make sure that these are the initiatives that I would help drive if I were to be on the board. And on that note, today is the last day to vote. Please cast your vote if you haven't done so before 5 p.m. Central Time today. So I look forward to talking to you guys, hopefully in person soon in the months to come. Thank you.